Now, TikTok, congratulations, you're here. We're going to do crypto money flows and some TA starting out. As soon as YouTube gives me the go ahead, we are 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1. There we go. All right. We're all right. So you're looking at crypto bubbles. You're looking at what has relative strength today. That is Luna. Hex, Quant is coming out of the gate today. Good for the week. Those are really what we want to look at. Most of it's red. Clay is up. Neo and Osmo. Osmo is Osmosis. That is a new. I believe that's a new passive income play. Fact check me on that one. But that's what's going on. I'm going to do this in under 10 minutes. So let me go down so you can see what I'm looking at. There it is. The crypto bubbles again. Osmo, Neo, and Clay for the week performing good. Money flows we're looking at today for USD. Big money into Sol, Solano, USDT, of course, big Bitcoin, Shiba, and straight to, what is ACH? That's IDET, ACH. I'm not sure what that is. USDT, which is for mostly experienced traders and foreign traders and whales as well. A lot of money, 272 million in the last 3 days moved into sand. Solano's got 270 million. People are going into USDC. 150 million is moving into USDC, probably to a stake. So understand that. Don't see any really other big ones on that side. Looks like Stellar's got 100 million. Ethereum 1.19 or 19 million is all going into XRP's got 162 and Bitcoin 245 million. All right, let's get to it. First of all, I want to do the TA for everybody's favorite stocks. Clearly, we all know Bitcoin's got a hold 41. It's at the 40K level, but right now it's at 38.8 is what I just looked at. I understand that the levels here are 40K is a psychological level. 41K is the true level. You can sit there at the 41.3, 41.5. If we continue to break down under, I'd say 38.5, 38 into 37, watch out for 29. All right, Ethereum is what the one we want to get to. The relative strength is under 50. It's been that way for a while. It's down more than 5% the last 5 days. Resistance sits at 2,800. There is some resistance. The bigger resistance is at 2,900, just to let you know, and supports at 2,500 on Ethereum. On Cardano's been down for about 7% for this week, guys. The resistance is going to be found at about $1. At about $1-ish, right? Whereas support stood at 91 cents. Solano has risen 6% the past week. The support is found at 90. The resistance is at 100. Gosh, how easily that is to remember from the dollar for Cardano and the 100 for Solano. Luna has increased more than 6%. Again, this is one that you might want to stay long. Solano's one that I would stay long. Clearly, ETH and Bitcoin. I don't know if we're really selling those, but the immediate resistance in Luna is at 53 and the support's at 50. I think a lot of that, keeping up with that, has to do with the Anchor protocol and that 20% that you can earn with that, which has been there for quite a while now. Shiba, it's down over 10% for the week. Here it is. Shiba, its move towards support is at 4020. Resistance on the upside is at the 27 mark. Dogecoin, the resistance is at 14 cents. Support is at 12 cents. So not a lot of movement there. I'm not sure what Doge is at right this second. Polkadot has gone as low as 15. Strong resistance, though, is seen at 18 and 19. But 15 is that support. So looking at Bitcoin just very quickly here. This is my Fibonacci retracement. You can see the levels. You can see kind of where we're at. And there is some support right there at that 34.5, but it's very recent support. It doesn't go back very, very far. Where we like to see, again, you could say this is a buy zone. I think the buy zone's up in the blue. That's going to be above 41. And then clearly, if we can get at that 53, which we've always talked about in every video that I've got, there you go. But the relative strength has fallen from 60, and we're still headed down under 40. So understand that that's Bitcoin. If we get to a lot of news stories really quick, I'm not sure if you've seen this one. Some of you may have seen, but the court unseals 212 legal memos for the Ripple lawsuit. This is big for everyone. Essentially, it's a 2012 memo from an international law firm that Ripple was using before. It wanted to basically put XRP out there, if you would. So the memo revealed Perkin Cole's take on Ripple's business model and the use cases for XRP. So here's the thing. Although we believe that a compelling argument, now this is 2012, right? Whatever you want to call it, IDO, back then, I even forget what it was called, whatever it's called, before Ripple came out. Although we believe that a compelling argument can be made that Ripple's credits do not constitute securities under federal securities laws, under federal securities laws, given the lack of applicable case law, meaning there was no precedent, is what they were talking about. We believe that there is some risk, I bet small. The SEC could disagree with our analysts. So that's not, that's good, but it's bad. So clearly Ripple took that as, look, we tried, there was no applicable law, it was a small risk, so we took it. And that's the legal controversy, right? That's what the former federal prosecutor James Filling said. So he's taking Ripple's side. The SEC says that Ripple ignored several recommendations by the law firm in order to raise hundreds of millions of dollars to fund its operations. So it still goes on. So that can cut both ways. I don't really see it. I mean, it will affect XRP a little bit, but not much. I see it as more positive than negative. Next thing is we've all seen the NFT. Again, it was phishing attacks. So essentially, these 32 people that got hacked, right, or 32 accounts or wallets, 32 users is kind of what they call it here. They opened a official looking email from presumably OpenSea, but it was not from OpenSea. It was from a hacker, and that's how they gained access to their OpenSea or to their wallets, and then basically stole Bored Apes, Mutant Apes, and other collectibles. I won't get into that one. The Pantera CEO, if you don't know who Dan Moorhead is, they're based out of Austin. They're probably a top 5, I'd say top 5 investment fund in crypto. I believe they also have a hedge fund side too. But he says that the blockchain, he believes the question of crypto with bond stocks and real estate will go down over time. I think we all can agree with that, but right now the correlation is 0.88 is what I just saw. By the way, the American stock market today, the futures were down, even though it's not trading today. They're down. It looks like we're going to open bloody tomorrow. Looks that way. There's some other macro events outside of crypto that are causing this. So also we'll see if Putin actually shows up, and do we really trust Joe Biden to talk to Putin and really make something happen? So I'm not sure. So here is what he is saying. I think our markets will decouple soon. Investors are going to think bonds are going to get crushed, as we all do, as the Fed goes from only buyer on earth to seller, right? Because right now, most 99% of the bonds, 95% of the bonds are being bought by the Fed as the tapering wears off. Rising rates will make equities and real estate less attractive. Blockchain is a very legit place to invest in the world. Right. He even says the best place to park one's funds in the coming time. This is because, unlike bonds, store of wealth, assets such as gold and crypto did not respond to the Fed's rate hikes. I can see it. Dan's a real smart guy, and he's got a lot of institutional investment investors, family. In fact, one of my good friends, he runs a family office. They are invested with Dan Moorhead. So Elon Musk, so he tweeted about that Tesla's going to accept Dogecoin at charging stations, and they're also going to accept it. I came down here and saw this. SpaceX is also going to accept, or going to test, Doge payments, as the coin was recently spotted in source code earlier this week. What else do we got? I believe that's probably it. Okay, good deal. So I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes. Probably will go 15 for what I just gave you, but there you go. There's the money flows. There is what Bitcoin needs to do, the support levels, the ETH levels. We also like, just really quick, we like the FTX coin, FTT, above 50 long. BNB, we like it above 430. We are long with a price target of 520, so understand that one. Terra, we like it long, like we said here, above 53, price target of 82, so understand that. And Cosmos, ATOM, Atom, we like it above 27 for the price target of 45. So there you go. That's the technical analysis that I've been doing for the past 2 days. So with that being said, appreciate you guys being on here. Watch your six, go hard in the paint, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again, guys. All right, what are we doing? Gotta flip the screen, baby. What's up? Flip camera. Thank you. Why is it not flipping? Flip. Hello, guys. What's up, TikTok? Good to see you guys. Just did a little quick. Just what I'm seeing in the market, if you would, from crypto, and now I'm trying to get this straight. We can do some TA for a little bit here, but then I've got to rock and roll. But that was fun. What was funny about the OpenSea, like there's been some insider trading going on there, and so there may be some other funny business on the OpenSea, but 32 users, and if you're buying a Bored Ape or a Mutant Ape or high dollar ones, how are you getting fished on? So, and why is that not in like a hardware wallet? So where it has multiple SIGs, whatever. So, so watch yourself, guys. If you got some high dollar NFTs out there. All right, let me get to where I'm going to use for the stocks too. All right, so what are we doing today? Solana, I just did. Solana, I just clicked off of it. Damn it. Let me go back up the top really quick. Appreciate you guys being here. I can't believe I got 100 people on something that I was just AMC right now. Look, man, it's very, very clear where you get long. 30 is, I could see some. You're at 1790 right now. I could probably see some above 21, but it would have to have some follow through. But really, where you get long, the key's 30. You get it's buy high, sell higher. That's why if you look at FTT, we're long above 50. If you look at BNB, we're long above 430 with a price target of 520. Right. Buy high, sell higher. You got the momentum going up. That's what we do here. As far as Cosmos, we like a long above 27, and price target there is 45. So there you go. Thoughts on PBX? I'm not sure what PBX is. Is that a crypto? I think it is. Let me look at PBX, or is that a? I don't do a lot of pennies on here. Paribus? Is it Paribus? How late did it? So it's been out since January. If you're looking at Paribus PBX as a crypto, here it is. So it's not the worst chart. I tell you that it's at 0.011. I jump out at, what is this level here? It is 0.008. That's where you jump out. I don't know if I'd be nibbling here until it really turns around, which is going to be, and I'll tell you a good spot to get in. Here you go, right here. Perfect. 0.015. 015 is PBX. There you go. What's up? What's not Nums? What's up, brother? Is Bitcoin under 35K yet? It's not there yet, but know that 38 look, 41 needed to hold. 40 really needed to hold, and it did. So can I expect it to go to 29? There is some resistance at 34.8. So there is some support at 34.8, but it's got to get above 40 for sure. If not, 41, and then we'll talk. You got it at 37.7 right now. Yeah, that's probably true. Guys, I had on Bloomberg, and yeah, it's info commercials today. It's pretty funny. Although they did have the futures this morning, and they had the European close, which was very interesting. Europe was getting slaughtered. It was bright red, and the futures this morning for the American markets are absolutely red. In fact, I believe that the NASDAQ was down almost 2 points this morning. So watch yourself as Monday comes. It could be a bloodbath. Again, not a lot of people took not a lot of institutions took the 3-day weekend risk, and that was probably smart. But I still think it goes down. I was being asked a lot about PayPal over the weekend. I just want to let you know, guys, I think PayPal is a phenomenal company. The stock, it just stinks right now. It really stinks. And I'll be real honest, I think there's more bleeding there. I really do. The price to earnings is coming back in line at 29, still semi-high, but there's just nothing underneath this. So I like PayPal. I just think, if you want, not financial advice, none of this is, ever. But my point is that I don't see a lot of support in the trailing 12 months. I don't see a lot of support. Let me just tell you where I see support. That support will have to go back all the way to literally May of 2020. So 2 years ago is kind of where it's at. So we've lost 2 years of profits there. All right. I buy Bitcoin every time it's below. It's not a bad strategy, and I think you're right in doing that. It's just that how big a bite do you want to take, right? When you can buy it, if it's under 41.40, knowing that it could easily slip to 29. I don't know if I'm biting. I'm not taking big bites, right? Now it goes down to that 29 level and bounces off and back up to like 32, 33 level. Now we might take some big bites, because it did the big bounce, and now it's got some momentum moving up. That's where that's kind of how I do it, right? People are like, well, why would you buy it like 58,000? Why would you buy it 63? Well, first of all, I'm not taking huge bites. That's number one. And two is, who knew that 669 was going to be the top? It could have gone to 110, and then I'd look like a genius, right? So it's all about, it's the same rule as real estate. You make money when you buy, not when you sell. So wherever you're buying it, so if you can get it as low as possible price, that's why people love to guess bottoms and stuff like that. But understand, you got to have relative strength where it's going back up. If it's got low, it's just going down, and you just keep buying, and there's no resistance underneath that, So you got to know those points. And if it defeats 2029, which I don't think it will, again, that goes back to June of last year when it went to 29 and bounced back up, and then we went to an all-time high. Again, I don't think it busted, but if it does, watch out for the teens. It could easily fall. I buy Bitcoin every time it's down 5% or more. That's not the worst. Shop, man, gotta love Shop and what they can do, but they're certainly not being managed correctly. Shop to me is easily the number one competitor to Amazon, even though they do very different things. Shop has a lot of assets, including their landing page, homepage, that they could absolutely use, and they're just not. And so they could easily rev that thing up to, $50, $100 million easy, right? There's a lot of tabs they can turn. By the way, we're on Shopify, and they put out a wholesale app, and they just didn't do anything with it. Wholesale is huge. That's all we do. That's 95% of our business. So pretty soon, guys, this lid that I've got, we're going to be doing a crypto line. It's going to be called cryptolids.xyz, and then I'll just redirect that to our site. But we've got some really cool crypto hats, not just Bitcoin. Be a little bit of XRP in there, a little Doge, Bitcoin, of course, ETH. So there you go. Shop really quick. It needs to retain. It's at 656. It needs to retain 815, and then really I can't get long in this until it goes to 1050, 10,000. Sorry, 10,000, 1,050. Sorry, our plug. Oh, I haven't even wouldn't even ask about plug last week. How great is that? So not the worst stock. It's at 2207. Got decent momentum going up there. I'd like to see it above, and I've got a line here which would defeat the 50-day. At that 25.15, 25.15 is plugged. That's where I get long. You're at 22.07 right now. So there you go. Appreciate you guys being here and joining me today. This is impromptu. Like I got nothing going on. In fact, I'm studying node life and some passive nodes. If anybody out there knows passive nodes very well, I need the top 5 hardware nodes, right? Not ones that you can just get on somebody's on their website, like yield nodes or strong nodes or something like that. I've got those. Point is, I want the hardware where I have to set up the hardware. So I've got a buddy and I love to play with the hardware. So if you got some good ones, let me know. I'm going to dollar cost averaging all year because we're in the beginning of a bear market. I agree. I think we're in a bear market right now. I don't think that this is the beginning. We're actually in the bear market, right? You could have said that when Bitcoin was at here. Let me look at the chart. You could literally have said that in late December when it fell. But especially when it fell, it defeated that 41 again in January, fell and it got back up and then it's down again. So until it really has some follow through above the 41, 42, 43, 44, So I think 53 is really the pivot level for me to go all in. Thoughts to go long and on. I'll look at that. ON, the semiconductor. Yeah, I think you can, but I understand where your support is. So you're a little bit it's 60-20 right now. So that's the price. You're sitting right on resistance and support, right? You're right on it. I think it's at 60-20. I think it's 65, 66. It's probably, I get it. It all-time high was 71, but 66, it's just it isn't going up, but understand at 62.50, you're going to hit the 50-day, and it's going to bounce. It will bounce down for sure, right? So I'd like to see you above that 66.15 mark. I know that sounds kind of, I don't know, that's really detailed, but I'd like to see you where it's at right now. 60.23 is like exactly, right? But again, you use not a pencil, but you use a marker. I'd like to see it get really, if I wanted to let it get above 63, and then let's start playing with it there. But 66.15 is where I get real long. So there you go. That's on. Good semiconductor. Very good. So you're in the right stock. So could you nibble here? Yeah, you could. Where would I get out? Where I jump out is 50. So 50-ish. There you go. So really before 50, maybe 51. So there you go. Appreciate it, man. Thanks. No, thank you for being here, man. This is, again, impromptu. Wasn't going to do much of anything today. Golden State is now openable. Yeah, Golden State. So if are we talking about San Fran? Yeah. So San Fran and California both are open for business. So apparently they've rolled back the mandates. What's funny with this whole trucker thing is that Trudeau didn't even try to talk to him. Like, he just went from 0 to the 4th of July, just like that. With the fireworks, the whole 9 yards. Like, why don't you go down and talk to him? Like, and you're about to end the mandates anyway. So why would you do an emergency act, which hadn't even been done since World War I, World War II, and some terrorist act, big terrorist act, like it was called the FML or something, FMCL or something like that. Fact check me on what that was called. But when there was imminent danger and explosions going off, and there's been very peaceful protests, but why wouldn't you go down there and talk to them? So this, again, a stronger case for not just Bitcoin, but for crypto completely, right? Especially when you have a hardware wallet, you can't get to it, right? And do they not understand that these exchanges are in they're in other countries, and that you can VPN and get money back? You can get euro. You can get, I don't know, if you wanted to get any other country's money, you can even get dollars. Because guess what? Dollars are everywhere. There's like 30 billion floating around. Sorry, 30 trillion floating around. So it is what it is, man. All right. Do you think that children born today will have a better for sure. I think my kid's 4 years old. I bet my kid lives 120. With just what I've seen in the biotech, with the human, to map the human genome in 2000 the cost was $1 billion. Today, you can map the human genome, yours, mine, whoever, $100. Yep. So, that being said, now they can take out DNA, they can put in DNA, right? So, a lot of these diseases will absolutely go away. They can literally just cut it out. And then it multiplies in somebody's body, and all of a sudden, it's gone, maybe days or weeks, whatever it takes, right? I'm not an expert, but that's what I've seen, right? And in 5 years, that's why Kathy Wood was big on big on CRISPR and ARC. There's a few more in there too, but I don't think is that ARC-G, right? I don't think ARC-G is done as bad as we thought. It's down. Well, I'll say that it's down 50% still, but ARC-G's actually got some very, very good stocks in there, like stocks that are biotech. And biotech's the worst, right? It's highly volatile. And to pick winners in biotech is very, very tough. But I would bet that she's got some very big winners in there, right? So there you go. Appreciate it, man. Kids are doomed. No, I don't really believe kids are doomed, right? Again, I think that this presidential election, we need younger people running, right? We don't need radicals. I'm not saying that we need all conservatives, right? We've all got different views, but we need younger people that understand younger issues, right? We can't have all 70-year-olds running Congress, being the president, right? Whether you're like Trump or don't like Trump, he's like, he'll be like, what? He might even be like, Biden will be 82. Trump will be what, 78? Do we really want that? No, we don't. We need somebody in their 40s or 50s, that kind of gets our generation. It's unbelievable, right? So, I'm voting for those candidates that are younger, that I align with. And look, you're not going to like every candidate and on every issue, but you've got to weigh it out, right? What are the top 3 issues to you? Boom, smack that guy. All right, what's up? Appreciate GMO has destroyed our. It has. We can do better for sure. I agree, but there's some old guys stable mentality. Look, I've got a buddy who is a air traffic controller. So they're paid by the government. They're government employees, right? They do very, very well, right? Here's the thing. At 50, you're done. You literally either you go sit a desk job or they let you go. You can literally have your pension at 50. Now, it's very stressful. He works six days a week. And believe me, he's told me a lot of stories, but the point is they phase you out at 50. But yet, that's high stress, right? Well, isn't Congress kind of the same way? Why aren't we phasing them out at 50? You know what I mean? So, or like 60. I mean, good God, we just need some younger blood in there. I fully believe that. So, I agree, but some of these, that's a good way of putting it. It definitely should be a limit. Yeah, so I'm also for term limits. I understand people are like, well, if he's not good, they'll be voted out. Well, I don't know if I really like Dianne Feinstein and what she's done. Or Bernie was on Rogan, and I actually watched him. And I'm not the hugest Bernie fan or a huge Bernie fan, but he seemed like a nice guy, great guy. Some of the stuff I actually liked, right? Most of it, not so much. But that's okay. We can disagree on a lot of things. I'd shake his hand. You know, I've got a brother-in-law that literally, you know, if Trump was standing beside him, he'd spit on him. Like we don't even know these people, right? But we vilify him. Bernie, Trump, whoever, Feinstein, right? All these, politicians. My point is that we really don't know them as a person, and that's okay, right? So you just have to look what they stand for, and if they don't do what they say, vote them out. But the overall arching debate for me is we need younger blood. We are a tech-centric culture, period, right? Full stop, right? So what do we need? Younger people that understand the tech. You can't be making laws on technology you don't even understand, right? So, if you're making laws on Bitcoin or crypto and you don't understand a consensus mechanism, maybe you shouldn't be making the laws. So it is what it is, man. Appreciate you guys being here. Yes, and being a politician should not be a career. Fully agree. It's the most ridiculous thing. I am glad they finally, Pelosi, who's made, somehow on what's the most she's made? Like 220, 230 a year, whatever that is, right? For like 40 years, I get it. It's a long time. Is it $100 million that makes you? No, it's not. She did it all from trade. She gave it to her husband, who's a smart dude, clearly, right? I don't blame her, right? If it's legal, it's legal. But finally, they're going to do away with that. The Fed did away with it. So, and I totally agree with that. So we should have people there for at least leaning towards the right reasons. I'm sure there's ways to get around. You might could call your best buddy from high school who lives in, Alaska, whatever. I'm sure there's ways around it. My point is, it's a step in the right direction to ban the trades. So there you go, man. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm about to jump off though. I've really got to run. Again, this was impromptu. I did some crypto. That's up on the YouTube channel. So if you're looking for crypto, Solana. So we did Solano, Terra Luna. We did XLM, BNB. We did Ethereum, Bitcoin, AVAX, ETH, and Cosmos. We did a lot of those TA over the weekend. I just gave those out. Maybe I'll go live tonight. Also, I go live every day, guys, every trading day, but between 2 and 2:30 Central Standard Time. Just to let you know that we have a lot of fun. I go about 1 hour, and I used to go 2, but I go 1 so I could put it up on YouTube. If I go 2 hours, YouTube it's a little bit as far as to upload that to YouTube, it's a little bit more involved. Let's just say that. So with that said, that's it for me today. I appreciate you guys being here. Watch your 6 go hard in the paint, and we'll see you tomorrow between 2 and 2:30 live. Oh, and I'll have stocks to watch on YouTube and on TikTok and up on YouTube pretty soon here. So I've got a couple of the stocks that I want. If you want one that I think is good, I like CleanSpark. That was an insider trade. Again, we do insider trades. We follow the insider trades when we make the calls. Again, not financial advice, but we're about 74%. Now, again, they don't go big. Well, the last 2 days, we've had 2 go above 17%. So we were good these last 2 days, but typically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%. That's all you're going to get, right? But if you consistently can do that day after day, it's good. I do like Clean Spark. I think that's one that I'm looking at right now. Yeah, there's a lot. But again, the macro environment tomorrow is going to be very bloody. The futures today, I know that banks aren't open, the market's not open. I get it. But here's the thing. Is that the futures today were bloody. The European futures were bloody. I think we open red tomorrow. Hopefully that doesn't last long. So we'll see. But yeah, I really believe there's probably a gap down tomorrow at open, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes. But if you can take profits liberally, again, it's we're in the trends business here, right? And again, don't let a trade become an investment. Take the 3, 4, 5% loss and get out, especially now. So, all right, guys. With that being said, thank you very much. Watch your back. Well, go hard in the paint and watch your six. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thanks. Peace.